Hi y'all, checking in on you. I know I haven't done many videos because I've been trying to plan things and things have been really busy. So hello world. I had to go and grab my medication. I always do that. So if you hear me talking about medication, I go medication. I'm cheesy like that. So you should know ahead of time that I am super cheese. And I do say super cheese, like the guy says in The Fifth Element, super green. Love The Fifth Element. So how are y'all faring? It's a nice chilly day here. I keep trying not to express where I'm at, which is really hard because I don't want people to know where I'm at. I think at some point in time I might accidentally go, hey, I'm from, or I'm living in, and I'm not from here, I can tell you that. But anyway, had to come get my medication and get that all straightened up and squared away. The only thing that gets me is that I'm like doing the one thing that I hate that people do. I shouldn't do that, but I just did it because I'm an asshole. Leo, 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 Leo. If you haven't seen that video, it's old as fuck. Well, it's not really that old. I can't say that yeah, that looks terrible. I can't say that it's super old, but it's old enough that a lot of you would be like, who? So it's a song sung by Denis Leary. You don't know Denis Leary? Look Denis Leary up. L-E-A-R-Y. Denis, D-E-N-N-I-S. For those of you who don't know. But he was a very, and still is, a very controversial comedian. We haven't heard from him in a while. But he was a chain-smoking comedian. Sometimes his shit pissed people off. 9 out of 10 he pissed people off with his stuff. But it's like George Carlin. I love George Carlin. A lot of his stuff pissed people off. And so if you get pissed off, you get pissed off. If you don't get pissed off, you don't get pissed off. I'm not going to apologize. But back to Denis Leary. He created this song called Asshole. And of course, the song's like, as I just did, I'm an asshole, Leo, 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 Leo. And they even spell it out, A-S-S-H-O-L-E. And that's the only way now that I spell out asshole, because I've got that song so stuck in my head that they go A-S-S-H-O-L-E. Everybody, A-S-S-H-O-L-E. So, yeah, that song. But it is what it is. So, Denis Leary, check him out. Check out George Carlin if you've never heard of George Carlin. They're both funny. One's a bit meaner than the other. Let's see, what's going on? I start school again. I'm going back to school again. And every time I hear again, or say again, I hear to be human again, to be human again. Yeah, so I don't have stuff just like slammed into my brain. But, and that song is from the extended version of the Beauty and the Beast soundtrack from Beauty and the Beast from Disney. Some people love that movie, some people hate it, whatever. But, where was I? I do a lot of, so not much I can do about that. But anyway, I'm going back to school, and I'm hoping that this time is not going to be as bad as it was last time. I've got test anxiety. I've got anxiety, period. But it gets worse with tests. And it's not that I'm super anxious when I go to get a test. It's just my mind blanks. I don't know why. When I go to explain things to people, like when I'm in a job interview, there's certain job interviews that I was just like, bam. Because I don't get nervous for job interviews anymore. I've done so many in my so many years of life. Not that I've gone from job to job to job to job to job. It's just like say for example, when my second to last job basically retired us, they let us go. We had to train our replacement, to which they let go 6 months later with no severance package. Thankfully we got a severance package. But yeah, when I lost that job, I was applying for jobs like crazy. I didn't like just sit and go no, I started applying for jobs like crazy, and I went on so many damn interviews, it was ridiculous. And my first 2 interviews I was kind of like nervous about, but by the time I hit the gazillionth interview, I was like, yeah, cool, kind of chill. What are you doing? It's 45 and you're weaving. Get over. Asshat. Asshat's one of my favorite words. Anyway, so I'm hoping to take the POV that I did with my job interviews with my tests. To not be nervous, because I don't, like I said, I don't really get nervous or anxious or anything about, like, I don't feel outwardly anxious about the exams. It's just when I go to take a test, I blank out. And there's some interviews, like they interview me when I went for some interviews for computer stuff, because that's what I majored in. And I completely blanked out when people were asking me about DNS and all sorts of different IP addresses and things like that. My mind just went. But when I got home, I was like, by the way, they asked me about a DNS, blah, 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 blah. And they asked me about this, and they asked me about that. And I was able to explain it to my better half, but when I was in the interview, my mind just went. So if you guys can help me out with that, that would be really cool to try to figure out why it does that. And I was trying to talk to my doctor about it yesterday, and he's like, it's just test anxiety. I'm like, but the thing is, I'm not really anxious when I go to take a test. I hype myself up. I used to hype myself up all the time because I would get super nervous about it and panicky. But, you know, I sit back and think about it. I'm like, why did I get panicky? I knew this shit. And then as my test went on, as they piled up, I was like, I know this shit. I explain it to people like crazy. I study like crazy. I don't overstudy, in my opinion. I feel like I study just enough. And my mind just goes blank. And I don't know why. It kills me when you directly ask me about something. It doesn't matter if it's an interview or a test or something like that. When you're like, hey, what is this? It depends on who you are. My mind will go blank or my mind won't. So, but when I'm teaching people something, I'm fine with that. There are times that I'll get things messed up and I'll have to go back and I'll pause and look at it and make sure before I answer the question. But 9 times out of 10, when I'm teaching somebody, the information just flows. So, explain that one. But anyway, I'm almost home, so I'm going to jump off here. I've got Scarlett with me, so I got to get her back inside. So I hope you all are doing well and faring perfectly. Let me know what's up at your side of the world or your state or wherever you are. Let me know what's up and that you're doing okay. We can pretty much talk about anything, so fuck you trolls if you try to troll me, if there are ever trolls. But trolls, whatever. Somebody's underwear is in the tree, which is weird. I don't know if that's an underwear or a bag, but either way, it's disturbing. But anyway, I will talk to you crazy kids later. Have a beautiful day. I'm gonna go get orientation and everything else done. So I need to back up the car so Donna has room. Scarlett's trying to jump up in the video. What are you doing, baby girl? She's trying to figure out what's going on. So anyway, I will talk to you crazy pitches later. Have a beautiful day. And as always, hit that rainbow button. Hit that rainbow button. Da 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 da. Bye, y'all.